One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan in Piscataway, New Jersey, SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. And the Scarlet Knights will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Maryland Terrapins offense will get the first crack at it here. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we can get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games, the team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that we can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
Looking downfield, it's Washington. Trying to escape and get it himself. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Terrapins with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Gets the first himself. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
To the air on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Polk. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Terrapins will send out the punt unit.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Scarlet Knights offense will get the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break it.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback on the keeper. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Grab behind the line. It's Hester. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Offense set on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Washington. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Hester. Inside the 25. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen. The Terrapins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's the handoff. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Scarlet Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. Fires on the move. That's caught. It's Stokes. Hard-hitting tackle. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And the Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes the catch. It's pulled. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And now on second down for this offense. They're going to run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be third and long. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Bringing the heat. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Terrapins are on the move. From the gun, the running back has it. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the wideout. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He caught it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Get it out on the screen. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, If you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Scarlet Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds him out of the backfield, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Now on the return. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Washington. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Terrapins will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. And the Scarlet Knights will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Let's see what he can do with it. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
That's an awesome job by the defense. They're sniffing out the screen, reading the body language of the running back. They were not fooled, and they knocked it away.
Fires toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. He'll ride his man on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their game.
Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Steps away. He's going to take off. Fighting off the defender. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for room. It's Hester. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great. Quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! Quick strike through the air for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Here's the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch around the 50. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been...
Fires one high and deep. Grabs it inside the 10. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Maryland! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
28, Rutgers, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got a man in the middle. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Scarlet Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. The screen, he's got wheels. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt.
Number 11, on to kick it away.
Here's the return. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. Holding, receive team. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Dropping back, it's Griffin. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Caught in the backfield, it's Walters. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. The Scarlet Knights are on the move. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Breaks the tackle. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. 2nd down after that incompletion. Just keeps slinging it. Under fire. Finding open areas. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. Well, wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it.
Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And finally, man, this offense, they have struggled all day. They've been shut out all game. Finally put a drive together, got some points on the board, got some good mojo. Maybe they can take this into next week. I know it's been a bad day, but sometimes these type of things can carry over.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Wants to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Terrapins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pocket breaking down. Skips away from pressure. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and pull it away. It'll be 3rd down.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. 3rd down.
He lost one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Terrapins will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Looking to pass, it's Griffin. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Scarlet Knights want to move quickly.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Meyer. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the defense got him at the 27. The Scarlet Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Going to sling it on second down. Pulls it in. It's Rivers.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard.
Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. There he goes. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. The sure hands, it's Walters. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. To the air, it's Griffin. Here's the pressure. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Brings up third down.
They're just hoping to get a little breathing room for the punt. Complete to the right. Open spaces. He's at the 40. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rutgers.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting breaks into the open. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on first and goal. Quickly complete. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on second and goal. Try to barge their way in. Dodge down, Terrapins! And they take it in for 6 more points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Scarlet Knights want to pick up the tempo.
Second down.
Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Griffin. Zings it complete to the right.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. This offense has it with really good field position.
And he was fighting with everything he had, Jesse, trying to reach whatever he could, scratch, crawl, fight for that.
And they're in for a touchdown late in this game.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
42, Rutgers 14.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Walters. Still on his feet at the 45. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.